conference play, so they're on top of the conference. Defiance, Hanover are each at 2-2. Franklin and Rose-Hulman are at 2-3. The Mount is at 1-2. Then comes Anderson at 2-4. Bluffton and Earlham on the men's side are each 0-4. And Transylvania is 2-3 overall, and they are 0-1 in conference play thanks to that loss at Manchester. Now, over the weekend in women's basketball, there were a couple of games on Sunday, and both of them were canceled. Rose-Hulman at DePaul, and Transylvania was expected to play on Sunday, but they did not in women's basketball. Hanover defeated Center College 65-47 on Sunday. Tonight, this is the only game going on around the conference. On Wednesday night in women's basketball, Kenyon will be at Earlham, Transy entertains Franklin, Anderson will be at Hanover, and Manchester travels to Defiance. The Mount will be having the night off. On the women's side in the conference, Bluffton is on top of it with a record of 3-0. Now, all of these games, by the way, just to let you know, are non-conference games, so there are no conference standings as of yet. This is just their overall records. Bluffton on top, 3-0. Rose is at 2-0. Then comes Transylvania at 4-0. Why they don't have Transy on top of it in women's basketball, I don't know, but that's the Heartland Conference for you. Anderson and Hanover are each at 3-2, along with Manchester, and their overall record. Defiance and Franklin are at 1-2. The Mount also 1-2, and Earlham is 0-5, heading into action tonight around the league. So, we're getting set for Heartland Conference basketball action. We're about 11 minutes away from the tip-off of tonight's game. When we come back, we're going to talk to head coach Macy Elston and get the lowdown on what's going to happen with Bluffton tonight. By the way, her parents are in the crowd tonight, so hopefully they'll come on up here and say hello. I'm Dave Mitchell. Be sure to join us for the tip-off coming up in about 10 and a half minutes, and we'll be back to talk with Coach Elston right after this.
Coach, Bluffton comes.
I wanted to grow my leadership skills, but with work and a busy life, how could I fit it all in? Then I learned Mount St. Joseph University offers a flexible master's program in organizational leadership. For about one Saturday a month, I studied and refined my leadership skills alongside working professionals and top-notch professors. I'm now the leader I set out to be. The Mount's organizational leadership program helped me climb higher in my career. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/MSOL.
Dayton Children's cares about the health of your children. Hi, I'm Kirk Herbstreit. Growing up in Centerville, my parents taught me the importance of being healthy, and now I'm teaching my kids. Childhood obesity is on the rise, but there are small steps that we can take to fight it. Turn off video games and go outside, ride bikes, go to the park, or learn a new dance. Parents, once we get moving, our kids will follow.
Dayton Children's, experts you trust, caring for the children you love.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt, and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean, and there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the Ad Council.
Bluffton comes in, as we told you, with a record of 3-0 on the year. 1 year ago, they were 19-7, and they were 13-4 in the Heartland Conference, and they were still 2 games behind Transylvania in the Heartland Conference standings. They were 3-0 right now coming in their non-conference record, and they were 6-3 with a non-conference record a year ago. They are extremely physical. They like to get up the floor, they'll set it up, and they will bang you. And when they play defense, they think hit first, defend after that. And that's the way Bluffton has always been, and that's the way Chad Shetler coaches their team. I'm not saying that's bad, that's just the way they've always been. 16 years he's been the head coach, 197 wins on the road this year. Bluffton is 1-0 heading into this one. They are averaging 37% shooting from the field and 30% from the arc. Where they are struggling is at the line. They're shooting just 56% from the stripe. But, as I told you earlier, they're grabbing a league-high 50 rebounds per game while dishing out 16 assists a contest. Where they shine, though, is on defense. They lead the Heartland in team defense, giving up just 44 points a game. And that's going to be one of the keys tonight for the Lions, is to score more than 44 points in this game. Their scoring average coming in, they're averaging 66.7 points per game, and they're giving up 44.3, so obviously that's a difference of 22 points a game, which also, the margin of victory, that also leads the Heartland Conference, and that's where Bluffton stands. They will be back in action after this one on Saturday at home against Hanover, and that game will tip off at 2 o'clock. Well, for the Lions, they are 1-2 heading into this game. A year ago, they were 7-15 overall. They are 1-2 in non-conference games. Macy Elston, in her first year as head coach, got her first career victory last week against Heidelberg in the Laurel Hill Invitational. So the Lions, with that 1-2 record, are now 1-1 at home, and they are 0-1 in on the road. This is going to be a struggle tonight. Make no mistake about it, folks. This one's going to be a struggle. Bluffton is superior to the Lions in almost every category statistically, but the Lions might be able to neutralize Smith inside with Maddie Drummond, who's been playing outstanding ball, averaging a double-double. This is going to be a key matchup, and to show you just how much the Lions are growing under Elston. Now, Elston, as you know, is from over in the UK. She's from London. So before I asked her the first question, I said, have you been here long enough to celebrate Thanksgiving? She goes, well, we don't do it over there, but we do it here. And she goes, I enjoy going out. So that was the first question that I got to ask Macy, was how she enjoyed her Thanksgiving before tonight's ball game.
Coach, Bluffton comes to town tonight. Big game for you. First game of the Heartland Conference. First of all, how was your Thanksgiving holiday? Did you have a good one?
Yeah, it was great. It was a nice break. They got a nice break, so it was good. I think we came back refreshed, so it was good.
What were your practices like over the holiday?
Yeah, we actually took a good stretch off, so we gave him 6 days off, which a lot of people thought I was crazy for. But we had a few that were dealing with some injuries and stuff like that that we just needed to break. And they came back, and they've been really excited since we got back. The first practice was really good. Second one, a little rough, but we had a really good one yesterday coming in today, so that was exciting.
Kind of rejuvenated the team?
Yeah, I think so. I think everyone just needed to step away for a little bit, so it was good.
Well, now you're heading into your first conference game as a head coach. What are your feelings heading into this one?
Yeah, I'm excited. Obviously, as you know, I know the conference already, so it's not like I'm kind of going in blind. Know a lot of the coaches. And so, yeah, I'm excited about it. A little nervous to get the first one, out of the way, but it's good. I think, it seems like it's really early in the year. It's weird that it's on a Monday, so it kind of feels a little odd, but yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Last game out against Heidelberg, you picked up your first win. Talk a little bit about that game, if you would, Coach, and tell us, just what led to that victory for you.
Yeah, I think we started to finally click as a team a little bit that game. We moved the ball a little more. We shared the basketball. We didn't put it on the floor every time we got it. And we played really hard. We got up and down, which is, what we kind of use as our ammo. So I think that's kind of what we're going to do again going into today. We've really been emphasizing working as a team, seeing who plays well together. We've been mixing it up in practice, and we've been running. That's what we do, so.
I'm glad you brought up the fact about the dribbling instead of passing. That's really the essence of this game, isn't it? Is just moving the ball around quicker than the defense can move.
Yeah, for sure. And because it's so new, too, to our team, everything's new from the past, especially from the returners. It seems that when they're unsure, that's what naturally happens, is the ball just goes on the floor. So getting them out of that has been really hard, but we're getting there. Every day it's getting better. We're kind of working out how each other play a little bit, so it's good.
Heading into tonight, what would you say first is the strength of your team right now and the weakness that your team has right now?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest strength for us right now is just how hard we're playing and the style that we play, the high intensity, the ball pressure. That's the biggest thing. I think the biggest weakness right now is just, like I said, we've been working on it, but it's just finding out how each other play and how to work together. When it gets a little tough, like end of the shot clock situations, or if the game's pretty close, and even in practice in drills, we still just think, okay, I'm just going to take over, and we haven't got to that point yet of, let's share the ball, let's move. So once we get there, which we showed spurts of against Heidelberg, I think we're going to shock some people for sure.
All right, now Bluffton's got a reputation of being very, very physical. They like to come down and bang all the time. How do you handle that here tonight?
Yeah, that's what I've told them. They rebound the ball very well. They average like 16 offensive rebounds a game, and rebounding is not one of our strongest suits. So we've really been working on it in practice the last few days, and we've spoke about it nonstop. So yeah, I mean, they know what's coming. They've watched film. They've played. A lot of them have played against them in the past, and we've spoke about it. So they know it's coming. It's not going to be a shock for them.
And Smith averaging 11 points, almost to 10 rebounds on the season. How do you stop her tonight?
Yeah, it's just going to be being physical with her, and we spoke about that too. Keeping her off the glass is the biggest thing. And then a big one for us is just contesting her without fouling. Bailing her out is something we don't want to do. We just want to do what we do, force her left, stay straight up, contest it, and then get the ball and rebound and go.
They're a very experienced team. They're mainly a lot of sophomores, juniors, and seniors on this squad, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, and Shado's a good player too. We can't let her get it going early, but we've kind of, our scout was good. We really focused on personnel, and I think the way that we pressure the ball will help a lot. They're a team that, if they're comfortable, they're very dangerous. So a big thing for us is going to be ball pressure for 40 minutes, making them uncomfortable, trying to get them out of what they want to do.
How important is this first game in your mind?
I think it's really important. I think it's going to set a statement to the conference if we can get this one. Obviously, we got picked pretty low preseason rankings, and Bluffton's up there in the top, and they played well last year. And Chad's a really good coach, and he's been doing it for a long time. And I think this will be one that if we pick it up, it will kind of set a statement for the rest of the conference.
Well, good luck tonight. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Thank you so much.
Macy Elston before tonight's basketball game. The keys for the game tonight for Bluffton. They need to control the glass. They're averaging 50 rebounds a game, and they want to continue that and not let the Lions get any sort of momentum on the boards here this evening and turn turnovers into points. For the Lions, they need to win the battle of the paint. If they can do that tonight, that means they're neutralizing that big three that Bluffton brings to the floor, and that Drummond and Smith battle should be extremely interesting here this evening. The Lions come into the ball game with a record of 1-2 on the year. The Beavers are 3-0. Both teams are coming in off of wins over the past week. So we'll see who gets the first one here in the Heartland Conference. I'm Dave Mitchell. Good to have you along here tonight. Basketball action coming up next here on the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network.
Take your game to new heights at Mount St. Joseph University. With 23 athletic teams and cutting-edge facilities, we are the NCAA Division III university in Greater Cincinnati. Learn more at msjlions.com.
Odyssey now has hundreds of new exclusive music stations for you to discover your new summer soundtrack.
Get moving with worthy workouts for a cardio sesh fueled by today's top artists.
Hanging with your crew? Throw it back with Picnic Party for old school jams for your cookout.
Or sail away with Odyssey's new yacht rock station, Jugger Yacht.
For summer barbecues, road trips,
Or relaxing poolside.
hundreds of new exclusive stations, plus all your favorite local radio stations and podcasts. It's all on Odyssey.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt, and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean, and there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the Ad Council.
It is basketball time here from the Harrington Center on the campus of Mount St. Joseph University in Cincinnati. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dave Mitchell. Glad to have you along tonight on WDTZ-FM and UltimateSportsTalk.com. Should be a good one here tonight. Let's check out the starting lineups. First of all, for the unbeaten and visiting Bluffton Beavers at 3-0 on the year. They will start at the forwards. Number 24, Morgan Smith. Smith, a 6'1 senior. She's averaging 11 points, 11 rebounds in the year. Lacey Fenstermaker. Fenstermaker. Lacey, number 32, a 5'11 freshman. And then they go with three guards. Number 11, Sammy Shardo, a 5'8 junior. Maddie Fitzpatrick, number 13, a 5'7 junior. And Kayla Prigg, number 15, a 5'8 sophomore. So it will be Smith, Fenstermaker, Shardo, Fitzpatrick, and Prigg for Chad Shuttler in his 16th year as head coach of Bluffton. 197 wins. He is assisted by Dennis Lee, Becca Ziska, and Ken Brooks. Now for the homestanding Mount St. Joseph Lions at 1 and 2. They will go at one forward, Chloe Jansen. She's the point forward, number 24, a 5'7 senior. At the other forward will be Carly Dalton, number 15, a 5'9 senior. In the middle, the Lions' leading player, their leading scorer at 19 a game and 11 rebounds, Maddie Drummond. Drummond, number 31, a 5'11 junior. And then in the backcourt will be Carly Mills, number 1, a 5'3 freshman. And Ellie Oldendick, number 32, a 5'9 junior. So it's Jansen, Dalton, Drummond, Mills, and Oldendick for Mount St. Joseph under head coach Macy Elston in her first year. 1 and 2 in her career. She is assisted by Brooke Lysick. Lions in their home white uniforms with dark blue numerals, gold trim. Bluffton in their dark maroonish uniforms with white numerals and trim. Lions will be going from left to right across your computer screen. Lions win the tip. They get the ball underneath to Mills right away. She puts up a shot from 3, no good, and Bluffton gets the rebound. Bluffton brings it up the floor into the front court. It goes to Prigg. Prigg's going to drive left baseline, get it out on the right sideline to Fitzpatrick, and Fitzpatrick was standing on the sideline when she got the ball. So the first turnover gives the ball back to the Lions at three-quarter court. We play 4 quarters in women's basketball at the collegiate level. Mills brings it across from left to right. Bluffton looking things over there in a 2-3 zone defense. Out on the left-hand side, Oldendick for a long 3 left wing. No good, and the rebound taken down by Morgan Smith. One of the many she's going to grab tonight if Bluffton has any chance of winning this one. With him between the circles is Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, crossover dribble to the free throw line, left elbow. Now back out front, gets it off to Prigg. Prigg drives left-hand side and goes over to Shardo, left baseline. Gets it off on the left baseline for the two-pointer to Prigg. Good. Prigg, with her first 2 of the ball games, gives Bluffton the early 2-0 lead. 9 minutes to go in this first quarter of action. Drummond gets it off to Mills. Bounce pass right of the lane to Drummond with the left hand. Up and under move. Put a European step on. Looked like she might have walked. Missed the shot. Rebound taken down by Bluffton. Smith into the lane. Got it knocked free. Stolen away by Chloe Jansen. Jansen will bring it the other way. It's 2-on-2 to the free throw line. Stops, pivots, back on top of the key to Oldendick. Dribbles down into the corner and gets it off to Mills for the long 3. Hit it off the front iron. Nope. Drummond chases it down on the Bluffton bench, but it will go out of bounds. Back to the Beavers. 8:29 to go in this first quarter of action. Bluffton with the 2-0 lead. Bringing it across the timeline is Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick with the left-hand dribble. Comes to a jump stop, and she went up in the air, couldn't find anybody, and came down. And that'll be the 3rd turnover of the game early here against Bluffton. 8:18 left to go in the first quarter of play. Oldendick, left-hand side against that 2-3 zone of Bluffton. They get it off to Jansen. Now off to Drummond. Back to Jansen. Stolen away by Bluffton Shardo. Shardo will bring it into the front court. Holds it on the right side, then knocked away and stolen away by Jansen on the floor. Jansen can't find anyone, and it's going to be a jump ball as she was tied up on the play by Shardo. And the alternating jump ball will go back to Bluffton as the Lions won the opening tip. 7:58 left to go in this first quarter. Lions down 2-0, putting it in play the Beavers. And they inbounded to Fitzpatrick between the circles. Left-hand dribble, goes over to Prigg. Prigg dribbles into the key, gets a pass underneath to Smith. Turnaround, 7-footer in the lane, got it. Smith with her first two, and Bluffton leads it 4-0. Jansen will bring it the other way from left to right. Lane, left of the lane, laid it up, no good, but a foul is going to be called on the drive against Sammy Shardo. She got her on the floor, so it'll be no shooting. The Lions will have it underneath their own bucket on the left. First team foul against Bluffton in this ballgame so far. 7:36 to go in the first quarter. Putting it in play, Dalton gets it into Oldendick on the right wing to Drummond. She's going to launch the three-pointer. Got it! Maddie Drummond with the three, and the Lions are down by a point at 4-3. Into the front court. Prigg with the basketball, top of the key, Fitzpatrick, her long three, hit the back iron, no, came out long to Carly Dalton. Dalton will get it up the floor to Jansen. She tried to throw a cross-court pass, and it's intercepted on the play by Fenstermaker. Fenstermaker gets it over on the left-hand side to Shardo. Now a long three by Prigg, put up no good, but Fenstermaker got the rebound, nope, and the rebound taken down on the play by the Lions, Chloe Jansen. She'll bring it up the floor, right of the lane. Hook pass underneath to Carly Dalton. Got an underneath pass to Drummond. Drummond lost the handle of the basketball, and it's stolen away by Bluffton. Up the floor, Prigg. Prigg gets it back underneath on the right-hand side to Smith in the lane from 7. Got it. Smith with her fourth point, and it's 6-3, Bluffton. Mills will dribble left of the lane. Kicks it off to Dalton. Left corner three by Carly. No good. Rebound came out long, and it gets into the hands of Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick trying to body up against Mills as she brings it across the timeline. She'll dribble to the line, stop at the line in the lane, gets it back over on the left-hand side. Fenstermaker put it up, no good. Rebound chased down in the corner by Fitzpatrick. She just out-hustled the play. Dalton tried to steal the ball, threw it in off the baseline, and gets it back into the hands of Fitzpatrick. She lays it up, her first two, and the Lions are going to use the media timeout, I guess. 6:01 left to go. It's going to be a 30 for the Lions, but they'll go ahead and give us the media timeout. 6:01 to go in the first quarter. It's now Bluffton 8, the Mount 3 on the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network.
Thank you, NYPD Pizza, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. NYPD Pizza, 5329 Foley Road, and NYPDpizza.com.
Thank you, Wishbone Tavern, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. Wishbone Tavern, 5251 Delhi Pike, and wishbonetavern.com.
Thank you, Bearcat Storage, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. Bearcat Storage, 2 locations on Delhi Pike, and bearcatstorage.com.
Back here at the Harrington Center, where the Lions are down on the scoreboard 8-3 early in this ball game. Oldendick has checked out of the contest. Anaya Murphy is into the ball game, number 12, a 5'8 sophomore. So Murphy checks in. And also into the contest for the Lions for the first time here this afternoon will be Morgan Jenkins. Jenkins, number 0. So Jenkins into the ball game. Full court pressure put on now by Bluffton, but the Lions break it. They get it to Jenkins, sideline left, bounce pass out to Jansen between the circles, now to Murphy. Murphy, jab step to the right, behind the back dribble to the top of the key, goes to Jansen left wing, pump fake, back out front to Mills. Mills looking down low, Drummond's out of the ball game also for the Lions, getting a breather. With it is Jenkins. Jenkins dribbles down left of the lane, stops, can't find any 1-3 on the shot clock. Murphy's got to put it up, and it's partially blocked out of the air and pulled down by Bluffton, so they'll continue play. Bringing it up the floor into the front court is Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick on the pass, got fouled, and that'll be on Murphy. Anaya Murphy with her first. That's the first against the Lions as a team. Olivia Zender coming into the ball game, and Peyton Henry. Zender, number 2, a 5'5 sophomore, and Peyton Henry, a 5'9 senior, number 5. And the inbounds pass goes to Zender. Zender behind the back dribble, and a hand check foul is going to be called on Murphy. That's kind of ticky-tack. They call those early to get control of the ball game, so leaving the game is going to be Anaya Murphy, and coming in will be Shelby Turner. Murphy has to leave with those 2 personal fouls. She only played about 30 seconds. With the basketball now is Zender on the left-hand side to Henry. Henry tries to go left baseline, intercepted by Chloe Jansen. Jansen will bring it up the floor from left to right, to the top of the key to the line, right of the lane, all the way to the hole, gets fouled on the shot. It didn't go, but Chloe will go line right after the foul was made by Peyton Henry. That is her first and the second against Bluffton as a team, with 5:06 remaining in period number 1. Jansen, line right, puts it up and in. That's her first point of the ball game. Jansen on the line this year, shooting 75%, and she sweeps the pair. She's got 2. And the Lions are down 8-5. Into the front court comes Zender. Zender to the free throw line, now to Henry. Down under Fence to Maker, got it underneath to Smith. Got a ball knocked away and stolen away by Jenkins. Jenkins leads the break, 3-on-2. Goes over on the right wing, lays it up and in, and Slaughter, and she was undercut and fouled. Sienna Slaughter snuck into the ball game and got the layup. Lindsey Smith now will come in for Bluffton. That bucket by Slaughter now gives the Lions a 1-point deficit, and Slaughter will go to the line shooting 1, trying to complete the 3-point play and tie it. Hit the back iron, bounces high, no good, and the rebound comes down into the hands of Smith. Smith gets it up the floor into the front court to Prigg, and another hand check foul called against the Lions, and that will be against Jenkins. That is 3 against the Lions here early. Going to have to watch out on that. Inbounds pass, tried to get it out front, knocked away from Prigg, but Prigg got it over to Zender. Zender right of the front court, left-hand dribble guarded by Mills. Zender, and she's going to get bodied up by Mills. Boy, they are calling a lot of touch fouls here. Hopefully the girls had mouthwash tonight, because if you breathe on somebody, it is a foul. Mills with her first personal. That is 4 against the Lions as a team. Macy Elster looks like she's going to have to go deep on her bench tonight. Inbounds pass to Smith, gets it out to Zender, back on the right baseline to Prigg. Prigg then traveled with the basketball in the corner. Bluffton has committed 6 turnovers so far in this ball game. Coming up, Lions down by a point. Jenkins gets it over on the right side to Slaughter. She'll drive inside the lane, put it up with the left hand. Nope, but she was fouled. Hit the bottom of the rim with the shot, but they'll call a foul against Bluffton, and that's going to be on Zender. That will be her first. And the 4th against Bluffton as a team. Into the front court. Well, Slaughter is going to go line right. 4:12 left to go, and Slaughter ties the ball game with the free throw. She has got 3, and that's the first tie we've had tonight, other than 0-0. Slaughter, the second one good. She's 2 for 3 from the line, and the Lions with their first lead of the night at 9-8. 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. With it, Zender off the fence to Maker. She dribbles inside the lane, put up the shot. Nope. Rebound taken off by Slaughter. Slaughter gets it up the floor to Jenkins. Jenkins, right of the lane, lost the handle, picked it up off the floor, stolen away by Bluffton. They'll get it on the right-hand side with the right side, and a palming violation. Double dribble is going to be called by Shardo. Shardo tried to get a pass underneath. Looked like he was going to go to Fenstermaker, but she saw she was covered up late and double dribbled. So putting it in play will be Shelby Turner, number 23. She inbounds the ball to Jenkins. Jenkins, averaging 14 points a game off the bench for the Lions. Dribbled it right off her knee. Ball loose on the floor, picked up on the play by Bluffton. And they'll get it up the floor to Smith, and then Smith turned it right back over as Jansen stole the ball away. She gets it up the floor on the right-hand side to Annabelle Williams. Williams gets the ball stolen away. Jansen did, and they lob the ball up the floor. It goes to Prigg, and then Prigg lost it out of bounds. Boy, this has been a turnover fest early in the ball game. Fenstermaker is back into the contest, and so is Fitzpatrick. Jenkins is out. Slaughter is out for the Lions. Mills has come back in, so is Drummonds. 3:18 to go in the first quarter. Lions with a 1.98 lead. Into the front court, Mills. Now Bluffton has switched to a man-to-man. Underneath pass to Mills. Coming in from the weak side and stealing it away is Zender. Zender double team. She double dribbled. And they will call it. That's another turnover caused by the Lions. A lot of these have been just mental, physical turnovers by Bluffton. Right now they've got 9, and that's led to 4 points for the Lions. With it is Mills around a pick by Drummond, top of the key by Mills, hit the front iron, nope. On the three-pointer, rebound Shelby Turner, and a foul is going to be called on Shelby Turner, coming in from behind and fouling Fenstermaker. And that's going to be the 5th team foul against the Lions, so we'll walk down to the other end of the floor. And they're going to put Fitzpatrick at the line. I thought it was Fenstermaker that was actually the one that grabbed the rebound and was tied up. But Fitzpatrick will drill that first one. That ties the ball game at 9. Fitzpatrick, line left, hit them both. She is a good little point guard, 5'7" junior for Chad Shetler. Sideline left is Shelby Turner. Down into the corner, it goes to Williams. Williams underneath the Drummond, gets it down into the right corner to Shelby Turner for the long three. Hit the top of the backboard, no good. And the rebound is taken down by Fitzpatrick. Crossover dribble, she'll bring it up the floor. Gets it on the left-hand side to Shardo. Shardo tried to throw up a 12-footer, and she was fouled by Jansen, I guess. And the foul will be called on Jansen, and we've got a substitution. Carly Dalton's coming in. Turner will leave. Jansen picks up her first personal. 2:35 left to go. And hitting the free throw is Shardo. Well, now the question is, did they call it against Turner? And it looks like they did, and that was her second. And that's why she left the game. Shardo hits both. She has 2, and it's 12-9. Bluffton on top of it. Dalton in the corner, gets it back out to Drummond. Drummond's crossover dribble right of the lane. Got the ball stolen from behind. Picked off the floor by Fenstermaker on the left wing to Fitzpatrick. She'll back it outside the arc, pick up the dribble. Bounce pass top, stolen away by Williams. Williams ahead of the pack, all the way to the hole, stops, pops, and got the layup. Annabelle Williams with her first 2. 12-11, Lions down by a point. Into the front court, under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. And they get the ball off on the left-hand side to Shardo. She'll put it up from 5, got it. Shardo's got 4. And again, Bluffton extends their lead to 3 at 14-11. Coming the other way, Williams gets it down in the left corner to Jansen for the long 3 by Chloe. Missed everything. And the rebound taken down by Lindsey Smith. Up the floor into the front court to Fitzpatrick. Sideline left in front of the Mount bench. Gets a pass back outside to Shardo. Shardo drives left of the lane, and she'll be fouled on another hand check. Boy, at this rate, we're going to be here till Christmas, folks. So forget Cyber Monday. It's over. Williams will leave, so is Drummond's. Coming back in, Olden, Dick, and Slaughter. That foul for the Lions was committed by Williams. And Shardo hit the first one. She has got 5 in the ball game. Hit her last 3 free throws. Make it 4 in a row. She's got 6. And it's 16-11. Now Smith is out. And coming in is Angel Schneider. Schneider, a 5'8" junior for Bluffton, coming into the ball game. A minute 20, Lions down by their biggest deficit of 5 at 16-11. Jansen, top of the circle, hands it off to Dalton. She'll drive right of the lane, throw up a shot, and she was blocked. The play, and a foul is going to be called on Fenstermaker. Fenstermaker with her first personal foul. Much to the disdain of the Bluffton fans in front of me, but the way this thing's been called, that was an abuse foul. And the free throw by Dalton is no good. They have been calling a lot of ticky-tack here, and that one was definitely a foul. 16-11, second one by Dalton, hung on the rim and fell. Carly with her first point of the night. 16-12, Lions down by 4, a minute 10 remaining. Into the front court, Fitzpatrick gets it off to Shardo. Shardo back out front, Fitzpatrick to the right of the circle. Now topside, gets it back to Shardo. Jab step to the left, goes to the right, stolen by Jansen. Jansen ahead of the pack, all the way to the hole, lays it up and in. Jansen with 4, Lions down by 2, 16-14. Into the front court is Schneider. Schneider walked with the basketball after she got it off the Fenstermaker. Boy, this is a turnover fest tonight. 14 for Bluffton, 9 for the Mount. You can tell this is the first game after Thanksgiving. Coming the other way is Mills. Now left wing, it goes to Jansen. Behind the back dribble, left of the lane. Turnaround 12-footer by Chloe. Nope. Rebound taken down off the play by Bluffton. And they'll get it up the floor to Zender. Zender feeds a pass out front. It goes to Fitzpatrick. Left wing 3, no good. And the rebound taken down by the Mounts. Carly Dalton with 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jansen into the front court to Mills, and she'll set up the offense. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Lions down by 2. Around a pick. Mills to the right elbow. 15-footer. Nope. Rebound. Slaughter grabbed it. Taken down by Mills. Mills laid it up and in. Carly Mills with her first 2, and we are right back where we were at the beginning of the quarter. Your score at the end of 1. It is the Mount 16, Bluffton 16 on the Mount St. Joseph Broadcast Network.
Thank you, Cincinnati Open Box Outlet, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. Cincinnati Open Box Outlet, 6252 Glenway Avenue, openboxoutlet.com.
Thank you, Delhi Barbers, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. Delhi Barbers, 402 Greenwell Avenue, and delhibarbers.com.
Hi, this is Morgan Freeman. Has anyone ever said, you're the picture of health? You look healthy, you feel fine, but that may not be the full picture. Colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer of men and women over 50. Since it doesn't always cause symptoms, you may not know you have it. The only way to know is by getting screened. Screening can find precancerous polyps, so they can be removed before they turn into cancer. This is one cancer you can prevent. Plus, screening can find colorectal cancer at an early stage, when the chance for a full recovery is very high. Talk with your doctor and get tested for colorectal cancer. Medicare and many insurance plans help pay for screening. Get screened. Make sure you are the picture of health.
A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Lions have the basketball to open in the second quarter of play. They get it off to Slaughter. Slaughter drives left to the lane, put it up, blocked out of bounds. It'll go back to the Mount. Dalton, Slaughter, Jenkins, Oldendick, and Mills on the floor for the Lions. Bluffton out onto the floor, and the Lions inbound the basketball, and it goes to Jenkins. Put it up from 5, no good, and taking it down on the rebound is Smith. Smith gets it up the floor on the left-hand side to Schneider. Schneider back out front, Zender. Zender with a left wing, can't find anybody, picked up the dribble. Hook pass goes to Smith, left elbow, stops, pivots, gets it back down into the left corner to Zender. Zender with 10 on the clock. Zender pivots, now backs in, looks left side, can't find anyone, gets a pass into the right wing, it goes to Fitzpatrick, put it up from the left side, no good, and Jenkins pulls down the rebound. Good defense by the Lions on that trip. Up the floor, Slaughter. Slaughter, left block, Back out top of the key to Jenkins. Jenkins with 9 left to go. We're tied at 16. On the right side, Mills. Mills, right of the lane to the right block, laid it up and in, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Carly Mills. Boy, what a cheap foul that was. If anything, Mills hit her in the chest with the basketball, and she fell over, and it was a great Academy Award move, but the bucket will not count, and Mills leaves with 2 personal fouls. 8:56 remaining in the first half of action. Fitzpatrick with it. Hook pass into the right corner. Stolen away by Carly Dalton. Gets it up the floor to Oldendick. She'll bring it from left to right. Oldendick in the white and gold for the Lions. Cross-court pass, got it knocked away. Jansen tries to go for it. On the floor, picked it up. Jansen gets it to Slaughter, let it up, hit the bottom of the rim. Dalton got the rebound and got the ball knocked free and taken away by Bluffton. They'll get it to Fitzpatrick. Bounce pass up the floor to Smith. Stolen away again by Oldendick, and she's going to hang on to the ball, and it'll be a timeout taken by the Mount. Boy, oh boy, is it fast and furious. 11 in this one here tonight. The first game of the Heartland Conference season, and this one has been a dandy. 8:22 left to go in the first half. It is all knotted up at 16 between Bluffton and the Mount on the Mount St. Joseph Broadcast Network.
Thank you, Delhi Liquor Store, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. Delhi Liquor Store, 5193 Delhi Pike and DelhiLiquor.com.
Thank you, NYPD Pizza, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. NYPD Pizza, 5329 Foley Road, and NYPDPizza.com.
You're a Lions fan. Own it. And we are the radio home of Mount St. Joseph Lions Sports, UltimateSportsTalk.com. Football, basketball, wrestling, volleyball, softball, baseball. We are Cincinnati's sports website and also the home of the Ohio Baseball Weekly Show every Monday night during the baseball season. We are the home of the Mount St. Joseph Lions, UltimateSportsTalk.com. Well, if my father, who is up in heaven, would be watching this one, he would be wondering if the officials are getting paid by the call. That is the way this has been for the first 11 minutes and 38 seconds of this ball game. Lions with the basketball. They'll bring it across from left to right. They get it to Oldendick. On the left-hand side, we're knotted up at 16. Now to Jenkins, top of the key. Jenkins, bounce pass, got it knocked free. Jenkins got it back, 12-footer right side. Nope, hit the front iron. And Fitzpatrick got the rebound. And let's see what we've got here. Looks like there's a wet spot on the floor, and they'll bring out one of the ball boys to wipe up the court. Remember seeing on YouTube Joey Crawford one time getting upset at the ball boy because he didn't think they wiped up the perspiration on the floor to his satisfaction. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Lions and Bluffton knotted up at 16, and there's one of those hand check fouls. Jenkins reaching in, picks up the foul. That will be her second. Tough call there. And Williams is going to come into the ball game for the Lions now, and Jenkins will sit down. It's one of these games where you're just not going to be able to touch anybody. Now, Zender is leaving the ball game, and Fenstermaker is back in. Smith trying to get down low against Slaughter. Now it goes out front to Fenstermaker. Right corner, it goes to Prigg for the long three. No good. And the rebound taken down by Carly Dalton. Carly will dribble it up the floor with the right hand. Now to the left hand. Crossovers to the right. Gets it back off to Williams. On the left wing, Jansen. Jansen has played a lot of minutes here this evening. Crossover, Carly to the left corner to Slaughter. Slaughter, crossover dribble, got it knocked free right into the hands of Jansen, though, left corner. She's going to launch the three. Carly, nope. Rebound over the top, Williams, and she'll get hit with the foul. That one was obvious. Good box out by Bluffton down low. Williams picking up the foul. Boy, the Lions right now, you look at this, 9 fouls so far in this first half compared to 5 for Bluffton. 16-16, we haven't scored a point in this second quarter. With it on the left-hand side, Prigg all the way to the hole, the left hand, laid it up and in. Just as I say that, Prigg breaks the ice on the second quarter. And Bluffton now has taken an 18-16 lead. Top of the key, Oldendick for the long three. Hit the back iron, nope. And the rebound taken down by Smith. Smith will get it off to Fitzpatrick. On the right wing it goes to Shardo. Shardo down to the right of the lane. Kicks it back out front to Fitzpatrick all the way to the hole. Tried to lay it up and she got fouled on the way to the bucket. And that will be a foul against Williams. Annabelle Williams just picked up her third personal foul, and that's 4 against the Mount here in this quarter. Line left Fitzpatrick, put it up, no good. That means for the rest of the quarter, Bluffton will be at the line. Second one by Fitzpatrick, good. Fitzpatrick with 5, split the pair. Into the ball game now for the Lions is Kara King. She comes in, and having to sit down is Williams with those 3 personal fouls. King, a 5'8" sophomore. Drummonds is back into the ball game too. Left elbow, turns into the lane. Outside to King, long 3 by Kara, no good. Rebound loose on the baseline, out of bounds. They'll check with each other and give it back to the Beavers. Bluffton will put it in play. Now Jansen's going to throw some pressure on in the backcourt, but Fitzpatrick will bring it up easily enough. Fitzpatrick up the left-hand side, spins to her left, has him between the circles, out front to Fenstermaker. Fenstermaker spins to her right, gets it back outside, threw it right into the Mount bench and threw it away. That is 16 turnovers in the first half alone by Bluffton. Unbelievable. Lions with 8 points off of those turnovers. Into the front court, Jansen. On the left side, Oldendick near the sideline. Now top of the key, Dalton. Dalton looking things over, tried to feed it over on the right side to King, but knocked out of bounds by Fenstermaker. And it'll be chased down by Becca Ziska, who gets to get off of her perch to go get the ball for the official. Putting it in play, Dalton, right beside Ziska, and gets it out front near the center circle to Jansen. Top of the key, Drummond. Drummond into the left corner, Dalton. Dalton with 4 on the clock. Jansen has got to launch it. Long left wing 3, missed everything. Hit the backboard, but no rim, and the turnover will give it back to Bluffton. Jenkins is going to come into the ball game now, and Dalton will get a breather. Jenkins checks in with 5 points. Check that. No points. She's played 5 minutes so far. Into the front court comes Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick goes cross court to the right-hand side to Prigg. Prigg's going to drive left of the lane. It opened up, laid it up and in. Boy, that left side of the lane just opened wide up. And Bluffton has matched their biggest lead of the ball game of 5 at 21-16. 5:20 remaining to go in this first half of action. Jansen between the circles, picks up the dribble, gets a pass over on the right-hand side to Kara King. All alone, she's going to shoot the 3, missed it off the front iron. Jenkins got the rebound, though, back out to Jansen. Over to Jenkins, right side. Bluffton in that 2-3 zone again. Cross-court pass left side, way too slow, and it's intercepted by Bluffton. Up the floor, it goes to Smith. Smith all the way to the hole, laid it up and in. Smith with 6. Bluffton on a little run here, and they lead it by 7, 23-16. Coming the other way of the Mount, into the corner to King. King left corner, now a couple of dribbles out near the wing, gets it off to Jansen. Right of the lane, it goes to Drummond. Drummond into the lane, a couple of dribbles, up and under move. She'll put it up and in, but she was called for a walk. That's the same move she got our first 2 points in the ball game. This time they called it. Turnover gives it back to Bluffton. 4:30 left to go in the first half. And Prigg's going to put up a long 2-pointer, left wing, got it. Prigg has scored 4 in a row. She's got 8 in the ball game. 25-16, Bluffton. Coming the other way, Jenkins, all the way to the hole with the left hand, laid it up and in. Jenkins with the bucket, her first 2. And it's 25-18, Lions down by 7. The other way, Drummond is going to get hit with a foul. Coming around and reaching in, Drummond with her first personal. Lions are already over the limit Lions are over the limit. Bluffton has not committed a foul in this second quarter, and there's 4:05 left in it. Going line left, putting it up, and no good. Smith. 25-18, 4:05 remaining. Second one by Smith is good. Smith has got 7 in the ball game. 26-18, Lions down by 8. Coming Jenkins again the other way, left hand. Laid it up on the rim and iron, no good. And the rebound taken down by Smith. Gets it off to Fitzpatrick, guarded by Jansen. She'll bring it to the line. Now back it out top of the circle. Off on the right-hand side, Shardo. Shardo down to the right corner to Fenstermaker. Put it up from 12, no good, and Drummond got the rebound. The other way comes Jansen. Inside the center circle, now between the circles, left wing Jenkins. 3:34 remaining in the half. Jenkins right side to the right elbow. Picks up the dribble. Spins, can't find anyone. Now bounce pass out to Jansen. Jansen with 14 on the shot clock. Jansen bounce pass to King at the line, and a foul will be called on Fenstermaker. She reached in. That'll be the first against Bluffton here in this second quarter, and the second against Fenstermaker. 3:21 left to go. Drummond, who's been virtually non-existent tonight inside, leaves the ball game. Oldendick comes back in. Jenkins puts it up from 5, no good, and Bluffton smothers the rebound. Boy, they box out so well. Up the floor on the right side, Shardo, top of the key, Fitzpatrick for 3, drilled it. Boy, you leave him open for a second, and that's an eternity, and Fitzpatrick has got 8. That's her first 3 of the ball game. It's 29-18, Bluffton. Jansen with it, right of the circle. Jansen dribbles to the free throw line, slipped, fell down, got the ball knocked free, can't find anyone, and it's going to be a 3-second violation called on Jansen inside the lane. 2:45. Lions have only got 2 timeouts left, by the way. Now coming in, Jansen will leave, and back into the ball game, Anaya Murphy. Remember, she's got those 2 personal fouls also. Foul trouble going to be a big cause in the second half. Zender, who's back into the ballgame for Bluffton, put up the shot, no good, and Murphy got the rebound. She'll lead the break up the floor. And she almost palmed the basketball, but the official says nope, she kept her hand on top of it. With it, Murphy got the ball knocked away, stolen away by Bluffton. Coming the other way, Shardo on the left wing to Fitzpatrick. All the way to the hole, got it knocked free, ball loose on the floor, scramble for it, it'll be a jump ball. And it should go back to Bluffton. Kara King hit the floor along with Oldendick. And now they're going to want to bring in the ball boy again and wipe up the perspiration out near the free throw line. 2:12 left to go in the half. It is 29-18. You're listening to Mount St. Joseph Broadcast Network here on WDTZ LP FM in Delhi Township and UltimateSportsTalk.com. 2:12 left to go in the first half. Inbounds pass made to Smith. Smith backing in against Oldendick. She'll lay it up on the right side. Got it to go. Boy, nice pivot move by Smith. She's got 9. 31-18, 13-point lead for Bluffton. Oldendick, top of the circle. Gets it back off to Murphy. Murphy got the ball knocked free. Picked off the floor by Bluffton. They get it to Zender. Another turnover by the Lions. Zender brings it up. Fitzpatrick left wing. Back out front to Shardo. Long 3 by Shardo. Off the back iron. Nope. Rebound knocked loose on the baseline. Picked off the floor by Oldendick. Gets it up into the front court to Jenkins. Jenkins right wing. Behind the back dribble. Jenkins top of the key to Murphy. Anaya Murphy to the free throw line between the legs dribble. Right of the lane. Stops. Pops it from 5. Nope. And the rebound taken down nicely by Smith of Bluffton. 1:20 to go in the half. Up the floor, Fitzpatrick to Shardo. Drives left baseline. Put it up from 5. Nope. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Sammy Shardo. That will be her second personal foul. Shelby Turner's coming back into the ball game. Oldendick will leave. Kara King is leaving. And checking in for the first time tonight will be Julia Gooding, a 6-foot sophomore. Gooding out of Taylor High School. This will be her first trip to the floor here. 31-18, Lions down by 13. With it, Murphy all the way to the hole, laid it up short. Rebound, loose on the floor, goes out of bounds. And I believe we've got a foul called. That's going to be on Murphy, I guess. So Murphy picks up the foul. That will be her third. Boy, oh boy, this has been a mystery-filled foul-called game. I mean, both teams are having trouble with turnovers here tonight. 17 for Bluffton, 16 for the Mount, but they don't need the foul trouble that goes with it. Putting it up from line left is Smith, and the free throw is no good. She is 1 for 3 with 9 points. Second one, no good again. And the rebound taken down by Jenkins. We're under a minute to go in the half. Jenkins the other way up the floor, gets it back off to Williams to the free throw line. Williams bounce pass, goes to Shelby Turner, picks up the ball, and she walked with the basketball now as she drug her pivot foot trying to stop. 31-18, 49 seconds to go. Bringing it up the floor from right to left, Bluffton. Zender with the basketball between the circles now to the top of the key. Guarded by Williams. Bounce pass left-hand side to Prigg. Prigg stops left of the lane. Back out front, Fitzpatrick. Free throw line jumper. Hit the back iron. Nope. Rebound knocked outside to Zender from 15. Right wing got it. Zender with her first two. Lions really have dug themselves a hole here in the second quarter. They're down by 15. Jenkins. Ball knocked free, stolen away by Bluffton. It's 3-on-1. Up the floor it goes. Knocked away and stolen away by Gooding. And Gooding came down with the ball on the baseline. Boy, she almost made an outstanding defensive play and still stopped the 3-on-1 fast break. Bluffton with the basketball. They inbounded to Prigg. Left wing, three, no good. Rebound taken down by Williams. 5 seconds to go. Left wing, putting it up from the left side. Turner got it. And that'll do it for the first half of action. Turner sends the Lions into the locker room with some excitement and some hope here at the end of the first half as we head to the half here at the Harrington Center. First game of the Heartland Conference season for both these teams. Your score, it's now Bluffton 33, the Mount 21 on the Mount St. Joseph Broadcast Network.
Take your game to new heights at Mount St. Joseph University, where Division III champions are made. We coach our Lions to become leaders who will win on the field and in their career. With 23 athletic teams and cutting-edge facilities, we are the NCAA Division III university in Greater Cincinnati. Are you ready to compete with the heart of a Lion and become our next champion? Learn more at msjlions.com.
Thank you, Delhi Skyline Chili, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. Delhi Skyline, 5137 Delhi Pike and SkylineChili.com.
Thank you, Bearcat Storage, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. Bearcat Storage, 2 locations on Delhi Pike, and BearcatStorage.com.
Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool. Not in my house, not anywhere. Words have consequences, so we're accountable for the things that we say, and words have meaning. And so we have to be careful with the things that we say and be sensitive to others. And so hopefully we can get that across.
For someone like Grant Hill to say, and I believe it's wrong, and I want you to stop doing it, I think is very powerful.
It's not creative. It's offensive to gay people. And you're better than that.
When it comes to homophobic in the sports world, it's come a long way, and I think that people are realizing that you have to respect one another. You have to respect people's values and what they are, because we're not here to judge, and I think it's critical to start the standard for people that are in kindergarten, first, second grade, and it starts with the NBA, because a lot of people, you look up to the stars, these role models, and kids want to be you, and if they see how you're acting towards this, I definitely will sway a lot of people.
With small class sizes, over 22 different NCAA Division III men's and women's athletic teams, an esports team, a vibrant arts and theater program, and dozens of student clubs and campus activities, you'll be sure to find your place at the Mount. Discover your potential. Discover the Mount. Visit our website at msj.edu/admissions.
In the game of life, it's not how far you can throw the ball.
It's not how high you can fly.
It's not how fast you can run. Or how many touchdowns you can score that matters. It's really how you play the game that counts.
Because the game only lasts 4 quarters. For a few years.
For that moment in time.
Good sportsmanship. Sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship.
Last a lifetime.
Well, the Lions are down by a score of 33-21, but it really could have been a lot worse, folks. I mean, it was there for a while. It looked like Bluffton was going to really start blowing the Lions out of the gym. They had a lead of 14 points, but then Shelby Turner hit a 3 at the end of the half, and it has drawn the Lions back to within 12 at 33-21. Not only that, it's given the Lions at least a positive attitude heading into the locker room here at the Harrington Center. A lot of games going on tonight around the NBA. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here tonight on a Monday night after Thanksgiving. Atlanta is leading Philadelphia 55-51 at the half. Also at the half, Washington throwing up a lot of points. They've got 77 compared to 58 for Minnesota. In the second quarter, it is Boston leading Charlotte 54-35. Toronto and Cleveland all knotted up at 31 apiece with 7.5 minutes to go in the first half of action. Brooklyn is down by a point to Orlando 30-29. Also 7.5 minutes left to go in the first half of play. Oklahoma City over New Orleans 16-12. Those are games that are happening right now around the NBA. In other games tonight in the NBA, Charlotte will be at Utah. That's a 9 o'clock start. Houston will be in Denver, again, a 9 o'clock start. At 10 o'clock tonight, Phoenix is in Sacramento. The Kings are a surprise story this year under former Cavs coach Mike Brown. And Indiana is in Los Angeles to take on the Lakers. That game will tip off at 10:30. There are only a couple of NCAA games going on tonight, and that had Kansas over Texas Southern 14-10 with 11:47 left to go in the first half of play. And Arkansas is losing. They're ranked 11th in the country to Troy so far. It's early, 15-12. They're about halfway through the first half of action in NCAA basketball. There is one game going on tonight, of course, the Monday night game, and that has the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts in the NFL. That game is just about ready to get underway here this evening. Well, the women's top 25 D3 hoops rankings have come out. These are the preseason rankings in case you're interested. And Hope up in Michigan, they finished up with a 32-1 record a year ago, and they were the number 1 team voted on by the 25 sports writers and sportscasters around the country. Hope number 1. Transylvania, though, on the women's side, number 2. Transy with a 27-1 record a year ago, and they are number 2 in the country this week. New York University number 3, UW-Whitewater number 4, and Trinity out of Texas is number 5. Trine out of Angola, Indiana is number 8 on the rankings this week. Also, Baldwin-Wallace is at number 12 this week. Marietta is at number 19 in the country in the top 25. Now, other teams around the area that have received votes this week, DePaul and John Carroll, but they could not break into the top 25. In the men's top 25 preseason poll, Randolph-Macon on top, Mary Hardin-Baylor second, UW Oshkosh is third, Christopher Newport fourth, and Oswego State is number 5. Mount Union is number 7 coming into the season. Elsewhere around the area, Marietta is ranked 17th in the country. They finished 29-3 a year ago. Just want to let you know that Marietta, the only team there are 2 teams in the top 25 that have both the men and women ranked at the same time. Marietta is one, Case Western Reserve is the other. Case on the men's side is ranked 19th. Case on the women's side is also ranked 19th on the season. And also, you've got 3 teams out of the NCAC who received votes but didn't crack the top 25. Wabash, Worcester, and Ohio Wesleyan. Heidelberg on the men's side also got votes. So did Hope, and John Carroll received votes this week in the top 25. Well, when we come back, we'll take a look at the first half stats here from the Harrington Center. I'm Dave Mitchell, 33-21, Bluffton leading it over the Mount on the Mount St. Joseph Broadcast Network.
In Division I college.
You want to advance your career through education, but you have a busy family and work schedule. Mount St. Joseph can help. The Mounts School of Business offers an MBA program on Saturday mornings where you can earn your master's degree in 2 years. Courses are led by faculty who are experts in their areas and taken one at a time, and the GMAT is not required for admission. Classes every Saturday can make a huge difference in your life and your career. Learn more about the Saturday MBA program. Visit msj.edu/MBA. Thank you, Delhi Barbers, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. Delhi Barbers, 402 Greenwell Avenue, and DelhiBarbers.com.
Thank you, Cincinnati Open Box Outlet, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. Cincinnati Open Box Outlet, 6252 Glenway Avenue, openboxoutlet.com.
Lions are down 33-21 here at the half. Individually in the ball game, the Lions are being led by 4 points each between Sarah Slaughter off the bench and Chloe Jansen. Jansen 1 of 5 from the field for those 4 points. She's missed 3 3-pointers, and she's 2 of 2 from the line in 17 minutes, and those 17 minutes are the most that any Mount player played in the first half. Slaughter, 4 points, 1 of 3 from the field, and 2 of 3 from the charity stripe. 3 points going to Maddie Drummond. That was on a 3-pointer. 3 points to Shelby Turner, also on a 3-pointer at the end of the first half. 2 points to Kaylee Mills on 1 of 5 from the field, and 2 points to Annabelle Williams on 1 and 1 from the field. And Jenkins also had 2 points on 1 of 5 from the field. Carly Dalton had 1 point in the first half. That was on 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. For Bluffton individually, they are being led. Matter of fact, they've only got 5 players that have scored for them. 4 starters and 1 person off the bench. Smith has got 9 points on 4 of 6 from the field. 8 points each to Fitzpatrick and Prigg. Fitzpatrick with 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from three-point range, and 3 of 4 from the line. Fitzpatrick has also grabbed 6 rebounds in the ballgame. By the way, so has Smith, 6 rebounds in the first half. 8 points to Prigg. Prigg 4 of 7 from the field, 0 of 3 from three-point range. 6 points to Shardo. Shardo 1 of 2 from the field and 0 of 1 from three-point range, but she has hit all 4 of her free throws. And off the bench, Olivia Zender. Zender has got 2 points in the ballgame on 1 of 3 from the field. She's 0 of 1 from three-point range, and she's got 1 rebound in the ballgame. As far as team stats are concerned in this one, well, they're a mess. First of all, you've got to look at the foul situation. The total personal fouls, the Lions had 13, and for Bluffton, they had 7, which means the Lions are going to be in a desperate foul situation for the remainder of the ball game. They have got Williams and Murphy each with 3. Mills and Jenkins along with Turner with 2 in the first half of action. For Bluffton, they have got 3 players with 2 fouls each. Shardo along with Fenstermaker and Henry. They each have 2 fouls in the first half of action. Shooting-wise for the Lions, they were in the first half 7 of 31 from the field for 23%. 2 for 13 from three-point range for 15.5%. And from the line, they were 5 of 7 for 71% in the ballgame. For Bluffton, the Beavers, 12 of 27 from the field for 44%, so they're out shooting the Lions by 13%, and they put up 4 less shots, but they've hit 5 more field goals. They're 1 of 8 from the three-point arc for 12.5%, and 8 of 12 from the free throw line for 67% in the first half. The Lions have held their own on the rebounds. They have been out-rebounded by 6, 22-16. On the offensive side, each team has got 4 rebounds. The Lions have given up 18 defensive rebounds, and they have grabbed only 12. Turnovers, though, that's where the story has been all night long. Mount has committed 18 turnovers and Bluffton 17. So these two teams have combined for 35 turnovers in the first half of action. That has led to just 8 points for the Mount off turnovers and 12 points for Bluffton, and that is exactly their margin of lead right now, 12. Inside the paint, we said that was going to be a big deal here tonight. Well, Bluffton has got 14 points to the Mount's 10, so the Lions are hanging close right there in the ball game. And assists, well, Bluffton has dished out 6 assists to the Lions 3. What do the Lions have to do? They've got to play tougher defense, get on the glass, and start hitting shots. Just as simple as that. 33-21, Bluffton on top of it over the Mount here at the Harrington Center. I'm Dave Mitchell. Second half action is coming up next on the Mount St. Joseph Broadcast Network.
Take your game to new heights at Mount St. Joseph University. With 23 athletic teams and cutting-edge facilities, we are the NCAA Division III university in Greater Cincinnati. Learn more at msjlions.com.
Thank you, Delhi Barbers, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. Delhi Barbers, 402 Greenwell Avenue, and delhibarbers.com.
For more than a century, Mount St. Joseph University has prepared nursing leaders who serve their patients with the heart of a lion. With flexible undergraduate and graduate programs, the Mount will help you climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/nursing.
Well, the Lions huddled around their head coach, Macy Elston, and her assistant, Brooke Lysick. And Bluffton still huddled around their head coach, Chad Shuttler. Lions are down by 12, 33-21, but it could have been a lot worse in that first half of action had Shelby Turner not hit that three-pointer that she did at the end of the half, and Julia Gooding not made the defensive play that she did on the 3-on-1 fast break. Drummonds, Dalton, Mills, Jansen, and Oldendick out for the homestanding Lions. And for Bluffton, they are coming out with Prigg, Shardo, Fitzpatrick. They're going to start Henry here in the second half. And Smith is out on the floor. Lions have the basketball to open up the second half of action. They are going from right to left across your computer screen, and they have the ball to Mills. Mills gets it off to Oldendick. She'll drive inside the lane. Got the foul called out front, and that's going to be on Peyton Henry. That will be her second. And the first against Bluffton as a team. Now check out, that's going to be Henry's third. That's her third personal foul. Mills will put it in play left of her own bucket. Inbounds the ball to Oldendick, left corner, out front Dalton. Dalton gets it back out to Mills. Mills with it, 14 on the clock. Gets it to Jansen, sideline right. Gets it on a cutter to Dalton, drives the lane, later up. Nope, she's fouled. And Dalton will go line left. That's going to be a foul on Prigg. That will be her first. Well, the Lions now have done in the first 25 seconds of the second half what they couldn't do in the first 5 minutes of the second quarter, and that's draw a foul on Bluffton. Dalton, line left, put it up, no good. Lions are going to have to hit these free throws in the first half. They were 5 of 7, but these are easy points to get back into the ballgame. Dalton, second one, around the rim, rimmed out, and the rebound taken down by Smith. Smith's got 7 rebounds now in the ballgame. Fitzpatrick, guarded by Mills, gets it off on the left-hand side to Prigg. Prigg got the shot blocked out of bounds by Maddie Drummond. So the ball will stay with Bluffton underneath their own bucket, 19 on the shot clock. We're in the third quarter, 33-21, Bluffton with the lead. Henry inside the lane, it goes to Smith, put up the shot, blocked from behind, and a foul called on Dalton. You know what, I'm starting to realize it's the one official that is constantly making calls. For whatever reason, He is the one that is dominating the action tonight. 9:19 left to go in this third quarter. Smith puts in her 10th point of the night from the free throw line. Second one by Smith, good again. Got 11. By the way, on Dalton, that was her first foul of the night. Jansen drives baseline right, reverse layup, laid it out in the rim, got it. Chloe Jansen with 6. Lions cut it back to 12 again, 35-23. Left corner, Shardo, 15-footer, nope. Rebound loose on the baseline, picked off the floor by Drummond. Gets it up the floor to Mills. Mills into the front court for the Mount, up the right side, all the way to the hole, scoop layup, got it! And she is fouled, and it's the same official again. Mills has got 4. She'll go to the line looking for 5. Zender's back in, and leaving the ball game will be Prigg as she picked up her 3rd personal. Going line left is Mills, put it up on the iron, nope. And Smith took down her 8th rebound of the night, 35-25, Lions down by 10. Left corner, Shardo, long 3, high arcing, no. Rebound, Smith lost the handle of the basketball. She had it, lost it on the floor. Lions, Dalton is tied up. I'm not sure who tied her up. There wasn't anybody from Bluffton down there with her. 35-25, and it will be Bluffton's basketball. Inbounds pass, Fitzpatrick gets it to Smith, now to Zender. Zender into the corner, stolen by Drummond. Drummond will bring it up, boy, she read that nicely. Drummond gets it back outside Jansen, gets it up the floor to Drummond and threw it right by her and out of bounds. Boy, the Lions have got to cut these turnovers. Not in half, they got to cut them by 75%. 8:20 left to go in this third quarter. 35-25. With it, Zender. Hook pass over on the right wing. It goes to Henry. Henry all alone. Long 3 by Henry. Line drive shot, no good. Rebound Dalton. Dalton throws it up the floor to Mills. Mills 1 on 3. She's going to shoot the 3. Got it! You talk about guts and blood in your veins. I'll tell you what. She stopped and shot a 20-footer on a 1-on-3 fast break and just brought the Lions to within 7 at 35-28, 7:58 to go in the third quarter. Bluffton with a 7-point lead. I'm Dave Mitchell on the Mount St. Joseph Broadcast Network.
Thank you, Wishbone Tavern, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. Wishbone Tavern, 5251 Delhi Pike, and wishbonetavern.com.
Teaching is my calling, so when I needed to renew my license, I chose Mount St. Joseph University. The Mount offers the only program in the state of Ohio that allows you to combine 2 education endorsements to earn a graduate degree. In less than 2 years, I combined the reading and gifted intervention specialist endorsements. Classes were convenient, fully online, and I received personal attention from my professors. The Mount helped me climb higher in my career. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/Ohio.
Well, the biggest lead of the evening has been 15 points by Bluffton. They led at 33-18, but the Lions now have outscored them 10-2, and with 7:58 left to go in this third quarter of play, the Lions are now down by 7, 35-28. Bluffton will have the basketball at three-quarter court. They inbounded to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick had the ball stolen away on the pass to Dalton. Up the floor to Mills. Mills got it stripped away right of the lane from 12 feet, right side, nope. Dalton got the rebound, trying to force it up, and she's going to be tied up, and it'll be a jump ball and go back to the Mount. 7:42 left to go in this third quarter. It is a 35-28 lead for Bluffton, and the Lions trying to claw themselves back into this thing. Putting it in play, Mills, right of the lane, Drummond. Gets it back to Mills. Mills right corner to Drummond, right of the lane, into the lane. Left-hand shot with the right hand, sputter around, and the rebound taken down by Smith. She's got 9 tonight. Up the floor, Shardo up the left-hand side. Shardo picks up the dribble. Back outside, Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick bounce pass, knocked free by Drummond went into the hands of Shardo. She dribbled it off her knee, and they called it out of bounds to Bluffton. Boy, that was a missed call. 35-28, inbounds pass goes to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick near the timeline, drives left of the lane, got the ball stolen away by Jansen. Jansen lost the handle, and she palmed the basketball. Boy, turnover after turnover after turnover. 35-28. Lions have committed 3 turnovers. Turnovers are even at 20 apiece. But they've committed 3 here in this third quarter. Coming the other way, Zender. Jump pass goes to Shardo, left wing, down to Zender, left corner for the 3, hit the back iron, nope. Rebound chased down near the sideline to Carly Dalton, 1 dribble, gets it off to Oldendick, into the front court, Mills. Mills pushing the action, line, lane, left corner to Drummond for 3, way too long off the front iron. And the rebound taken down by Shardo. Crossover dribble into the front court to Zender, bounce pass right corner, it goes back to Fitzpatrick, now to Zender, left wing Shardo. Shardo to the free throw line, Smith. Smith trying to drive in against Drummond. Pivots inside, threw it up from 7, got it. Boy, nice patience by Smith inside. She's got 13, and it's a 9-point Bluffton lead again at 37-28. Bluffton back to the man-to-man. With it, Jansen. Got the ball stolen away. Shardo, good anticipation. Up to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, left wing. Fitzpatrick with the left-hand dribble, spins out of it, gets it back out front to Shardo, to the top of the key, Smith. Smith's going to drive in against Oldendick. Now right corner to Zender for the 3, no good. Rebound, good box out by Jansen, and she grabs the rebound. Jansen up the floor into the front court. Oldendick gets a bounce pass underneath the Dalton, but led her too far and out of bounds. Good idea, just led her a little bit too far. Jansen will leave the ball game, and in is Jenkins. Jenkins in that first half had 2 points. She's got 2 personal fouls also. Zender, left of the front court. Gets it on the left side. Shardo, top of the key, Smith. Smith stops, left elbow, 15-footer, no good. And the rebound taken down by Oldendick. Lions still down by 9, 37-28. Oldendick all the way to the hole, laid it up, no, and a foul will be called. And Oldendick's going to go to the line, shooting 2, and that'll be a foul called against Peyton Henry. And that should be her 4th, and it will be. So Henry leaves the ball game. Kyla Columber. Columber is into the ball game now, a freshman, 5'5". She is number 22. And going line left is Oldendick, put it up, no good. These misses at the line are going to come back to haunt the Lions. Second one by Oldendick, around the ribbon in. She's got 3. Lions down by 8 now, 37-29, 5.5 remaining. Fitzpatrick, left baseline. To Columber, put it up, no good. Rebound, Smith put it up offensively, no. And the rebound taken down by Oldendick. Lions dodged a bullet. Up the floor, Mills, right baseline. Now to the free throw, to the three-point arc. Back to Oldendick. Oldendick drives the lane, put it up, no, and a foul is going to be called as Oldendick will go to the line again. Boy, the Lions bench was screaming. Drummond's was open, wide open underneath the bucket, and the Lions couldn't get the ball to her. Jansen, after a short breather, will come back, and Dalton will go out of the ball game. 5:09 left to go in the third. Oldendick, line left. Shoots it, got it. She has 4. Second one by Oldendick. Got them both. She has 5. 37-31. Lions down by 6. Coming the other way is Zender. Laid it up. No. Rebound. Oldendick lost it on the baseline. Last touch by Zender. It'll go back to the mound, but Oldendick is holding on to her forehead. She took a tumble underneath. And now the trainers will come out and take a look at her. And Oldendick says she got hit in the forehead, so the Lions will have to take her out of the ball game. Sarah Slaughter has come back in for the Lions, and Drummond has left. They got to give her a breather. Slaughter really gave the Lions a lift in the first half. Now Kara King is going to come into the ballgame for the Lions, and she will replace Oldendick. Boy, Oldendick has really led the Lions charge here in the third quarter. 5 minutes to go. Now we're going to have the media timeout. 5 minutes left to go in the third. Your score from the Harrington Center. It is Bluffton 37, the Mount 31 on the Mount St. Joseph Broadcast Network.
The School of Health Sciences at Mount St. Joseph University is a proven leader in healthcare education. The Mount offers bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees in nursing, including a blended online RN to BSN program and the innovative MSN Magellan program. For nearly 100 years, Mount St. Joseph University has produced outstanding healthcare professionals. Learn more at msj.edu/healthsciences.
Thank you, Bearcat Storage, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. Bearcat Storage, 2 locations on Delhi Pike, and BearcatStorage.com.
Bluffton has got 3 timeouts left. The Lions only 2. This is the media timeout. Lions break the huddle with Jenkins, Jansen, Mills, Kara King, and Slaughter. Shardo back into the ball game along with Lindsey Smith. Smith back in. Columber is into the ball game. And let's check that Zender for Bluffton. Top of the key, King with that big brace on her left knee. King gets it off to Mills. She'll pump fake, go all the way to the hole, lay it up. No, but she's fouled on the play. And that'll be a foul called on Kyla Columber. That is going to be the 5th foul against Bluffton. So the Lions will be at the line for the rest of the quarter. Mills shoots it, got it. Carly Mills with 8. She is 1 for 2 from the line. Second one by Mills, good again. 9 for Mills in the ball game. It's a 4-point Bluffton lead, 37-33. Top of the key, Fitzpatrick gets it off to Shardo, bumps it over to Zender, now back over to Fitzpatrick to the free throw line, backs it out top of the circle to the right elbow, over to Columber. Columber drives the lane, threw it up, no, but a foul will be called on Chloe Jansen. Chloe just got caught backpedaling a little too much, her second. They'll check that. They're going to say that is her first. And the second on the Lions as a team, but since Columber was in the act of shooting, she'll go to the line, lays it on the rim, and it falls. Columber with just the 3rd point of the ball game for the Bluffton bench. Second one, good again. She has 2. And it's 39-33, 4:23 left to go in this third quarter. Mills is going to back it out near the Lions insignia at the center floor. Mills with it, 15 on the clock. Gets it over to Jenkins, way outside. Right corner to Kara King for the long 3, hitting the front iron, nope. Rebound goes out of bounds, last touch by Fitzpatrick. It'll stay with the Lions underneath their own bucket. Right now, Chad Shetler is playing mostly his reserves to give his starters a long breather in this third quarter heading into the fourth. With it, Jenkins to the free throw line. Stop, pop, no, and it's going to be a foul called on Shardo. Boy, that looked like a clean one, folks. Going line left will be Jenkins. I mean, it benefits us, but boy, that sure looked clean. And Jenkins puts it up and in. She's got 3. By the way, on Shardo, that was her 3rd. Second one by Jenkins is up and good again. Jenkins with 4. Lions down by 4. We're under 4 minutes to go. On the left-hand side, third quarter, by the way. The other way comes Zender, put it up, no good. Fitzpatrick got the rebound, laid it up, no, but a foul. It's going to be called on the Lions down low. And that's going to be on Kaylee Mills. Mills with her 3rd personal foul. And that's the 3rd against the Lions. Fitzpatrick, almost automatic from the line, hits that one. She has got 9. Second one by Fitzpatrick, no good. Rebound taken down, though, by Bluffton. Lost on the floor, picked off the floor by King. Lions get the benefit of a turnover. Coming the other way, Mills. Crossover dribble, left of the lane. Top of the key. King for 3. Missed that one off the side iron. And the rebound taken down by Smith. That's Lindsay Smith. She gets it up the floor to Shardo. Left corner to Zender for 3. Got it. Boy, that was a dagger. Zender with 5. It's 43-35, an 8-point lead by Bluffton now. Mills on the right side to Jansen against the 2-3 zone. Now Bluffton's gone back man-to-man, excuse me. Jenkins with it top side. Bounce pass right in the lane to Slaughter. And Slaughter is going to get hit with an offensive foul. They said that she hooked Smith down low. So Slaughter picks up her first personal. Lions now with 4 team fouls. 3 minutes to go in the third. 43-35. Coming the other way, Fitzpatrick. Crossover dribble, left-hand side to Collimer. Collimer, bounce pass left of the lane to Lindsay Smith. Lost the handle, picked it up, put it up from 5, no good. And a foul is going to be called on who? Boy, that is an absolute late call. You talk about 3 seconds went off the clock before the official actually called something. Wow. And that's going to be Lindsay Smith going to the line, and she drills the free throw. They called the foul on Chloe Jansen. Holy Toledo. Second one, good again. Smith with 2. It's a 10-point Bluffton lead again. With it is Jenkins, left of the lane. Jenkins spins, used up her dribble, gets it back out to Mills. Carly with it, looks up back door, can't find anyone, and then they're going to call a timeout for the Lions, and that will be they'll have 1 left after this one with 2:34 remaining to go. In the third quarter, it's a 30, so we'll just keep it right here for you. So far in the Monday night game in the NFL, Pittsburgh leading Indianapolis by a score of 3-0. That is early. Just 2 NCAA Division I games. Arkansas losing to Troy at halftime, 33-31. And Texas Southern is down to Kansas. Kansas ranked number 9, 40-25. And that is at halftime. And just for my benefit, I'm going to check the Cavaliers score, and in the third quarter, the Cavs are down by 12, 57-45. Putting it in play, Jansen to the left of the scorer's table in the front court. Inbounds it to Jenkins. Jenkins with the ball right of the circle. She's going to pop it from 17. Nope. Rebound knocked outside, picked off the floor by Carly Mills. Mills drives left baseline. Reverse layup with the right hand, no good. Drummond got the rebound. Drummond's left of the lane, and a foul is going to be called. And it's going to be called on Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick picks up her first. Drummond's will go line left. She's got 3. This will be her first trip to the stripe. Maddie puts it up and in. Don't forget the Lion men will be in Bluffton on Wednesday night. We'll have that game for you on UltimateSportsTalk.com only. Second one is good by Drummond. She's got 5. 7 o'clock with the pregame on that one, just on Ultimate Sports Talk. Coming the other way, Zender lit it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Oldendick. Gets it into the front court to Mills. Mills with it, stops, pops it from 13, around the rim, new. Rebound knocked loose. Drummond got the rebound, forces it up, no, but she's fouled. Foul is going to be called on Bluffton. A minute 58 left to go. Lions down by 8. Rushing to the scorer's table and coming in is going to be Morgan Smith, and leaving will be Lindsay Smith. Drummond will go line left. Maddie 5 points in the ball game. Lions down by 8. Now make it 7. Drummond with 6. Tell you what, Shetler has done a nice job of coaching through this third quarter. He's going to have a fresh starting 5 in the fourth. That rebound is taken down after the missed free throw by Drummond by Bluffton. They get it off to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick spins between the circles. It goes to Shardo. Crossover dribble again on the left-hand side to Collimer. All the way to the line. Lane laid it up left hand good. Collimer has come in and added 4 points here in the third quarter. 47-38 coming the other way. Jenkins, no. Rebound, Drummond up and in. Drummond has got 8, 47-40, a minute 25 to go. Drummond reaching in then is Jansen. And Jansen's going to get hit with the foul. That will be her third. Dalton will come in. And also coming in is Kayla Prigg for Bluffton. Fitzpatrick's going to sit down probably through the remainder of this third quarter. A minute 24 left in it. Collimer puts it up from line right. No good. She has 4, 0 for 1 from the line. Second one, that one's good. She has 5 in the ball game, 48-40. Bluffton with an 8-point lead, a minute 20 to go in the third. Carly Mills with it between the circles on the right-hand side to Oldendick. Back to Mills, got the ball knocked free, taken away by Bluffton on the baseline. That's Smith, gets it up the floor into the front court to Collimer. On the left wing, Prigg. One dribble, 17-footer left wing. No, and a foul is going to be called on the Lions. And it will be called on Carly Dalton. That is her second. Boy, this has just been very closely officiated. Craig hits the first one. She's got 9. And the second one is no good. And the rebound is taken down by Oldendick. Up the floor, Mills with a minute to go in the third. Mills with a right-hand dribble. Mills crossover dribble, stolen away by Collimer. Collimer all the way to the hole, and then Mills came back and knocked it away and out of bounds. It'll go back to Bluffton underneath. Macy Elston giving the official an earful. Why he was back so far away from the play, I'll never know. He basically didn't even start going up the floor. Putting it in play, Collimer. Over on the right-hand side at the right wing to Shardo, and she drilled the 3. Big bucket for Bluffton. They lead by 12 now. Mills to Dalton, left baseline. No good. Rebound taken down by Drummond, and let's see who they call the foul on now. It's like flip a coin. And it will be, I guess, against Bluffton. Zender is going to be called for the foul. That is her second. She had the inside position, honestly, but they called her with the foul. Drummond line left. Shoots it. And it hangs on the iron and falls in. Drummond with 9. Lions are going to need a big fourth quarter out of Maddie. Second one, good again. She has 10 for 52-42. 34 seconds to go in the quarter. Coming the other way, Collimer all the way to the hole. Lost it out of bounds off her knee, and it goes back to the mountain. 29.8 seconds to go in this third quarter. 52-42. Into the front court for the Mount. They get the ball off to Oldendick. Now to Jenkins. Jenkins looking down low. Mills, pump fake, drives the lane all the way to the hole. Threw up a floater, no good from 5. Rebound Smith for Bluffton. 10 seconds to go. They get it off to Zender. Zender kicks it off on the left-hand side to Collimer. Collimer left of the lane to Smith inside the circle from 17. Got it at the buzzer. Smith has got 15. Lions are down here in the third quarter at the end of it by a score of 54-42 as we head to the fourth and final quarter of play here on the Mount St. Joseph Broadcast Network.
Thank you, Delhi Liquor Store, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. Delhi Liquor Store, 5193 Delhi Pike and DelhiLiquor.com.
What do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make yourself ready. Because when you look back, you'll see that you didn't just make wishes. You realized them.
Well, it's going to take a big effort by the Lions here in this fourth quarter. Both teams for Bluffton and the Mount scored 21 points in that third quarter. Lions still down by 12 entering the fourth, and Bluffton will have the basketball to open the fourth quarter of play. They've got Zender out onto the floor along with Prigg, Shardo. Prigg's going to drive the lane, lost it out of bounds. She wanted the call on Drummond and didn't get it. Boy, Drummond needs a breather. She is spent. Bringing it up the floor is Mills. Mills for the Lions down by 12. Looking out top of the key, it goes to Oldendick. She threw it to Jansen, but threw it away. Up the floor, it goes to Shardo. Shardo double dribbled with it. No call. She got it back. Put it up from 5. No good, and the Lions got the rebound. Up the floor, Jansen. Jansen's going to drive the lane all the way to the hole, and a reach-in foul is, nope, they're going to call a kicking foul. Kicking violation, no foul. It'll be a kick against Bluffton. 54-42. Dalton will put it in play. 9.5 left to go in the game. Bounce pass underneath, stolen away by Bluffton. Shardo anticipated it. Up the floor, Prigg all the way to the hole, laid it up with a right-hand dip. Prigg has got 11 in the ball game. 9:17 left to go in the contest, and it's a 14-point Bluffton lead. With it on the right side, Oldendick, top of the key. Dalton gets it off left of the circle to Jansen. Now to Dalton, now back out front. Jansen with it. Jansen looking underneath. 8 on the shot clock. Jansen's going to pull up from three-point range. Left wing, no good, just barely grazed the iron. Rebound pulled down by Prigg, and a timeout will be taken by Bluffton. That'll leave them with 2 in the ball game. 8:50 to go in the ball game. Your score. It's Bluffton 56, the Mount 42 on the Mount St. Joseph Broadcast Network.
Thank you, NYPD Pizza, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. NYPD Pizza, 5329 Foley Road, and NYPDPizza.com.
2 players in double figures so far tonight for Bluffton. Smith is leading the way with 17, Prigg with 11. And then you've got Shardo and Fitzpatrick each with 9. For the Lions, just 1 in double figures, and that is Drummond. She has got 10 in the ball game. 9 for Carly Mills in the contest, and then 6 to Chloe Jansen. 8:50 to go. I thought this was supposed to be a 30-second timeout. That's what they signaled, but now it appears that it was a full timeout. 8:50 to go in the ball game, 56-42. Don't forget, Wednesday night, the men play at Bluffton. That game will be only on UltimateSportsTalk.com from up in Bluffton. 7 o'clock with the pregame, 7:30 with the tip-off of the men's game. Then Saturday doubleheader action from Anderson. We'll have both games for you. The women starts at 1, the men start at 3. 56-42 Bluffton. They have the basketball, and Zender will bring it up. Zender into the front court, kicks it off on the left-hand side to Collenberg. Nice feed to Fitzpatrick, right of the lane, laid it up and in. Fitzpatrick with 11, and it's 58-42. 16-point Bluffton lead. That's their biggest of the evening. Drummond gets it off into the right corner to Jenkins. She's going to shoot the 3, overshot the basket, and the rebound taken out of the air by Zender. Boy, Zender has played a lot of minutes in this second half. She has been running the point for Bluffton. Top of the key, Smith. Jab step to the right, now to the left. Now gets it back over to Fitzpatrick. Dribbles inside the lane. Bounce pass right side. It goes to Prigg for the three. Got it. Prigg with 14, and it's a 61-42 Bluffton 19-point lead. Top of the key, Oldendick, left wing to Jansen. Jansen looking things over, lobs it left of the lane to Drummond. Drummond right inside, spins into the lane, put it up from 10, inside the lane, no. And then Jenkins knocked it out of bounds for the Mount, so it will go back to Bluffton. Lions have one timeout left. Meanwhile, Bluffton has two, and they've got the ball and a 19-point lead. Into the front court, Prigg to the left of the lane, back outside, and it goes to Zender over on the left wing. Prigg for the long three, barely grazed the iron. Fitzpatrick got the offensive rebound. Right of the circle to Columber, dribbles to the free throw line, left baseline to Prigg from 15, got it. Prigg's got 16, and Bluffton is drilling the Mount here in the fourth quarter. Jansen goes all the way to the bucket, lays it up with the left hand, no, but she was grabbed on the left elbow by Zender, so Zender picks up the foul. Slaughter coming back into the ball game along with Williams. Jenkins and Oldendick will leave. Zender with her third personal. Jansen line left, put it up and in. Jansen's got 7. She is 3 for 3 from the line. 7:10 remaining. Second one by Jansen. Got it again. She has 8 in the ball game. 63-44, 7 minutes remaining. Bluffton with the lead. Coming the other way. Columber. Now to Smith. Smith top of the circle, right of the lane. Spins to her right. Lost the handle. Ball loose. Picked up on the sideline by Zender. Now back out front to Prigg. She's going to drive left of the lane all the way to the hole. Laid it up and in. Boy, Prigg has come to life in the second half. She's got 10 in the second half, 18 all total, and the Lions are down by 21. With it, Williams underneath the Slaughter, laid it up and in. Slaughter's with 6, and it's 65-46, 6.5 remaining. With it, top of the circle, Fitzpatrick, right-hand dribble, back outside Prigg. Prigg left elbow, now backs it out near the three-point arc, put it up from 18, no. Fitzpatrick got the rebound, hung on the iron, laid it up and in. Lions are just spent. They are exhausted. 6:10 remaining. In the ball game, they're down by 21. All the way to the hole, Carly Mills laid it up, and she's fouled by Columber. Columber with her second. 6:04 remaining. And let's see, it's going to be Shardo coming back into the ball game, and leaving the contest will be Prigg. Line left, Mills, put it up and in. Mills has 10. And it's 67-47. Second one, good again. Mills with 11. 67-48. We're under 6 minutes to go. With it is Morgan Smith. Crossover dribble, drives around Drummond, laid it up, nope. Rebound hit off the bottom of the backboard, picked off the floor though by Fitzpatrick, laid it up and in. She has 15 in the ball game, 69-48. Coming the other way, stolen away Zender. Zender is going to bring it up. It's 4-on-5 right now as Jansen can't get back up the floor. She sprained her knee on the left-hand side. That is Columber. She put it up no good. And now the Lions will get Jansen out of the ball game as they get the ball back. So Jansen will leave, and back into the ball game, Carly Dalton. 5:28 left to go. 69-48, Lions down by 21. Mills, crossover dribble, line, lane, bounce pass to Slaughter. Slaughter lost the ball loose on the floor. It'll be a jump ball as she went to the floor and tied up Columber, and it will stay with the Mount. You're listening to Mount St. Joseph University basketball on WDTZ LP-FM in Delhi Township and UltimateSportsTalk.com. Putting it in play, left of her own bucket is Mills. Mills lobs it into Slaughter, right wing, stops, picks up the dribble, gets it back to Mills, right sideline, outside the arc. Now between the circles to Williams on the left wing, Drummond. Drummond's going to drive inside the lane, and a body-up foul is going to be called on Smith. That is the second foul called against Smith in the ballgame. Peyton Henry will check in, and sitting down is Zender. Boy, Zender has played a lot here in the second half. She's a total of 25 minutes as a reserve. Lions will have the basketball. Ball was on the floor, so there was no shot. Dalton will inbound it to Drummond. 12-footer around the rim from the right baseline. Nope. And the rebound taken down by Shardo. Shardo clears it up the floor to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick to the right elbow, now to the right wing. Goes to Collimer, bounce pass underneath to Smith, and it went right off of her knees and out of bounds. Turnovers as it matters right now. 28 for the Mount, 23 for Bluffton. 69-48. Mills the other way, all the way to the hole, laid it up with the left hand good. Mills with 13 in the ball game. She leads the Lions in scoring here tonight. Up the floor, Collimer all the way to the hole, laid it up, blocked from behind by Mills. And it will return to Bluffton. Now the officials, they wanted to confer about it, and still came up with Bluffton's ball. 4:31 left to go. Fitzpatrick will put it in play. Does to Shardo, now to Collimer, and Collimer shuffled the feet for the walk. .429 now left to go. It is a 19-point Bluffton lead. Mills the other way, behind the back dribble, 17-footer right wing, hit the back iron, nope. Rebound, Slaughter got it, tipped it over to Mills, laid it up, no, and Mills will get fouled, and she'll go to the line. Boy, Mills has played with a lot of heart and hustle here tonight. It's just been not enough. Along with her third personal. And that's the fourth against Bluffton as a team. Collimer will leave the ball game, and checking back in is Prigg. Line left Mills, puts it up and in. Mills with 14 in the ball game. She's got 5 from the line. Second one, make it 6. She has 15 in the ball game. 69-52, 4:15 left to go in the game. With it, Fitzpatrick, crossover dribble on the left wing, goes to Prigg. Prigg's going to drive left baseline, get it back outside to Henry. Long three right of the circle, missed everything, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Lions will get it back on the baseline. 4:01 left. Putting it in play, Dalton gets it into Mills. Mills up the floor, right of the circle. She's going to shoot the long three. Got it! That's 18 for Carly Mills. And it's 69-55, a 14-point lead. 3:43 left to go. Morgan Smith put it up from 14 just inside the free throw line and got it to go. She has 17 in the ballgame. And it's 71-55. Coming the other way, Mills kicks it out left wing to Williams. She's going to drive the lane, lay it up and in on the baseline. That is the 4th point of the evening for Annabelle Williams. It's 71-57. And Smith in the lane threw up a shot. It's going to be a traveling violation. Jansen's back into the ball game, and sitting down will be Carly Dalton. 3:16 left to go in the ball game. Jansen the other way. Line, lane, off on the left side to Williams. Williams, hook pass back out front to Mills. Mills right down to the right baseline. Around Smith, got the ball knocked free, pulled out of the air by Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick will lead the break. It's 4-on-5. Stops, pops it from 14. Nope. Rebound taken down by Henry. Back outside Shardo, right wing three. No good. Rebound, foul called underneath, and it will be on Prigg. Prigg has got 4 in the ball game. Both teams, I think, have just gotten into a point where they don't know what a foul is. They keep looking to the benches going, why? And there is no rhyme or reason for it. 71-57, Jansen line left, put it up and in. And it's been that way for both teams here tonight. Second one is up and no good. And the rebound taken down by Smith. Boy, Smith tonight, rebounding-wise, has got 12. 71-58 with the top of the circle, Prigg. Right wing, Shardo. Right of the lane to Smith. Smith shut off by Jansen. Gets it off on the left-hand side. Fitzpatrick blocked out of the air by Drummond. Drummond pulls it down, gets it off to Jansen. Into the front court to Mills. Underneath Slaughter, left of the lane. Out front, Drummond. Right of the circle for three. Got it! Where was this in the third? 2:15 to go. It's a 10-point Bluffton lead. And now timeout taken by Bluffton. Boy, if the Lions would have played like this in the third quarter, they'd be in a position to win this game. But unfortunately, with 2:09 left to go, it may be too little too late. 71 for Bluffton, 61 for the Mount on the Mount St. Joseph Broadcast Network.
Thank you, Cincinnati Open Box Outlet, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. Cincinnati Open Box Outlet, 6252 Glenway Avenue, openboxoutlet.com.
Both teams have one timeout left. Lions putting on one fast and furious run here at Bluffton. 2:09 left to go. It's a 10-point Bluffton lead, and they'll have the basketball. 71-61 your score. Next time these two teams meet, it will be up in Bluffton on February 1st. It's a Wednesday night, 7:30 tip-off. With it, Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick with the basketball. Dribbles on the right-hand side. Gets it off to Prigg. Crossover dribble. Right of the lane. Stops from 12. Put it up. No good. Rebound chased down by Williams. Williams is going to bring it up for the Lions. Williams right of the lane. But on the right side of the lane. Gets it back to Mills. Line, lane, floater, no. And the rebound taken down by Smith and a reach-in foul called on Mills. Boy, Carly Mills has done just about everything that a human can possibly do to get the Lions back into this thing. She has got 3 fouls in the ball game. Coming the other way, Fitzpatrick feeds it off to Henry. Underneath pass, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Slaughter. Boy, Slaughter after this showing tonight may get more playing time. Inbounds pass. Gets it off to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, top of the circle, looking underneath, spins to her left. Now gets it to Shardo, left wing, dribbles down to the baseline, back off to Smith. Smith back out front, Priggy for the Prigg for the right wing three, no good. Fitzpatrick, the rebound from 12, got it. That's just a case of fatigue. 73-61, a minute 7 to go in the ball game. Mills with it, top of the circle, Williams. Williams on the left wing, goes to Jansen. She's going to shoot the three. High arc, missed everything. Rebound chased down by Drummond, though, into the corner. Drummond back out front, Mills. Mills around a pick set by Jansen. Line to the lane, kicks it off left corner to Slaughter, and the ball got knocked free and out of bounds on the Mount bench, and it will stay with the Lions with 48.2 seconds to go. Lions have it in front of their own bench, and that's Carly Jansen. She'll inbound it. Inbounds to Drummond, top of the key. Now off to Mills. She's going to have to shoot the long three, missed everything. And that'll be a 30-second shot clock violation. Well, Bluffton's going to stay unbeaten. They lead it by 12. 73-61. They'll be 4-0 heading into their games this weekend at Hanover. With it down the left baseline, Prigg gets it off to Henry. Got the ball knocked free, stolen away by the Mount. Gets it off to Jansen. Jansen 1-on-2. Bounce pass right side to Mills. Laid it up, won't go, but a foul is called on Bluffton, and that will be a foul called on Morgan Smith. Her third of the evening. 24.9 left to go. Mills, line left. Shoots it. Got it. Mills has got 19 in the ball game. 7 from the line. Second one, negative 8 from the line. That's her 20th point here this evening. 73-63. Fitzpatrick in the backcourt, trying to bring it across, and she will. The shot clock is off. Bluffton can hold it for the very end. Henry into the right corner. Shardo on the right side. Gets bodied up by Slaughter, and they're going to call a foul on Slaughter. And that'll just give Bluffton out of bounds the ball. 73-63, 9.2 seconds to go. And they have the ball in the wrong position to inbound it, so they'll bring it up and inbound it closer to the scorer's table on the side. And they do to Fitzpatrick. And a foul is called on Williams. Why, I don't know. And that'll inbound the basketball now. Bluffton has it, 4 seconds to go. Fitzpatrick's just going to dribble it out, and then he's going to call another foul with 0.5 seconds to go on the clock. And that's going to be all for Williams. Boy, if he hadn't called enough up until then, he had to get that last one in. That was the one that got him the jackpot for the night. Everybody in the crowd was waiting for him to make that call. And now they'll put it in play, and that'll do it. We think. Yep, that'll do it. No call. 73-63. Bluffton wins it here tonight by a final margin of 10 points. Bluffton now 4-0 in the season, 1-0 in the Heartland Conference. Meanwhile, the Lions fall to 1-3 on the season, and they are 0-1 in Heartland Conference play. Lions will be back in action on Saturday at Anderson. We'll have that game for you on both radio and the website coming up Saturday afternoon. Your final score once again, Bluffton 73 and the Mount 63. I'm Dave Mitchell. We'll be back to wrap things up from the Harrington Center after these timeouts.
Thank you, Delhi Liquor Store, for your support of Mount St. Joseph University football on Z98. Delhi Liquor Store, 5193 Delhi Pike and DelhiLiquor.com.
Teaching is my calling, so when I needed to renew my license, I chose Mount St. Joseph University. The Mount offers the only program in the state of Ohio that allows you to combine 2 education endorsements to earn a graduate degree. In less than 2 years, I combined the reading and gifted intervention specialist endorsements. Classes